Visit CCGCastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check video description or visit CCG Castle for more. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. In today's video, we'll be looking at Greninja BREAK, but this time this profile is going to be for the expanded format. So if you're not familiar with Greninja BREAK, it's a very strong card. It's a break evolution, of course, from Greninja, and it has that ability, John Water Shuriken, which allows you to use it once during your turn. Basically, if this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, you can discard one water energy from your hand and put 6 damage counters to one of your opponent Pokemon in play. And that's pretty much it. So two John Water Shurikens with 2 different Greninja BREAKs in play can actually give you access to 2 prize cards if you can knock out your opponent's Shaman EX. And of course, 3 copies with Shadow Snitching Greninja. And Moonlight Slash, so 130 for a treat cost, of course, Grass and the Weakness, but at least until the end of your opponent next turn, each Pokemon your opponent has in play, hand or in discard pile will has no ability. That's for the Shadow Stitching, and for the Moonlight Slash, 60 or 80 if you return energy from Greninja back into your hand, which is pretty amazing. And of course, we also have 1 Water Shuriken Greninja. Same ability as John Water Shuriken on Greninja BREAK, but only will do 3 damage. I mean, you will put 3 damage counters to one of your opponent Pokemons in play instead of the 6. And of course, that's pretty much it. So that's the full line, a 4-4, a 4-3 Greninja BREAK. And of course, I decided to add 3 copies of Talonflames with the Gale Wings, because if you can start with the Talonflame in your opening hand, you can definitely do the great job, because you can use Arrow Blades for 40 and search your deck for 2 cards and put them into your hand, which is pretty good. I mean, in my opinion, it's pretty damn good. And also it's 130 HP. It's a stage 2 Pokemon, so it also have resistance on those fighting Pokemons and weakness. But the most important thing that Arrow Blades can also give you the good opportunity to actually give you some resources, maybe even in the late game, if you can actually preserve your Talonflame till then. And of course, I'm running 18 Pokemons in total, 32 trainer cards and 10 energies, as you can see from the list. So from the item cards, I decided to take 1 Battle Compressor because I'm running 3 copies of Talonflames, and basically if I don't start with Talonflame, I can discard them all with my Battle Compressor. So pretty much it's for that purpose, but also it can help you maybe to discard some supporter cards like Fisherman, maybe, and or Juniper, so I can re-Seeker for them. Of course, from the ace pack, I decided to roll with Computer Search. That's just because I'm running those Bursting Balloons, so I think Computer Search makes more sense instead of maybe Dowsing Machine or maybe Live Dew. I mean, Live Dew is a pretty good card, but since I'm running those Bursting Balloons, I just decided to go with Bursting Balloon. Maybe even something like Rock Guard wouldn't be that bad, but actually Computer Search can give me the access to any card that I really want. 4 Dive Balls, pretty much for those water Pokemons. 1 Professor's Leather. It can be very good because with Professor's Leather you can search your deck for 2 basic energies, put them into your hand. Definitely in some point of the game could be very crucial. Since I'm not running Super Road, I just decided to roll with 2 copies of Sacred Ash, so I can shuffle back 5 Pokemons from my discard pile back into my deck. So you should definitely want to have 5 Pokemons in combo with the Froakies, Frogadiers, and Greninjas, because if you don't have 5 and you have, for example, 2 Talonflames, you should shuffle also those Talonflames back, and you really don't want to do that because it's pretty much dead card. 1 Startling Megaphone, really need to have it. 2 copies of Ultra Ball, basically for those Greninjas and Greninja BREAKs, 4 copies of a V-Seeker, and of course from supporter cards, 1 copy of Fisherman. It's a pretty good card. Put 4 basic energy cards from your discard pile into your hand. I also decided to roll with 4 copies of N instead of just taking maybe some Ace Trainers, because N is good card, especially for the late game, but definitely in start is better than the Ace Trainer, because if you can open with the Talonflame, there is no need to worry about being knocked out that fast, because it's not Froakie with 60 HP. Of course, 4 copies of Juniper, because it's expanded format and everyone likes to play with the Juniper. Personally, I have also 4 copies of Full Art Juniper and Full Art Sycamores, but I much more prefer the Juniper. 3 copies of Rough Seas, of course, for the Stadium War. You never know when you're going to play against Trevenant BREAK, so having Rough Seas is very important. 4 copies of Bursting Balloons, and of course 10 energies. 2 of them are actually Splash Energies. In case I'm knocked out with Splash Energy, I will actually preserve all Pokemons in Previous Evolution and put it back into my hand, which is very good. 8 basic energies for those giant water shurikens and water shurikens, and of course for anything else I really need necessary to use my attack. So that's pretty much my deck list. If you're looking for any of these cards, as usual, you can find them on CCGCastle.com. So with a 5% discount on your purchase, you can get it by typing TCG Center 5 code. So let's do some games so you can actually see how this deck will work in action. So see you in the game. Alright, so let's do this. No basic Pokemon in my opening hand means that my opponent can take one extra card, of course, if he can find that basic Pokemon for him. And luckily for him, he have not one, then actually 2 of them. So let's shuffle back cards and take 7 new. Okay, still no basic. 7 new. Froakie. Okay, I guess I can't complain too much with the Froakie. At least I have Ultra Ball and Juniper and Energy, so have 2 different options actually. Will depend on the deck that my opponent plays. Probably I will go with the Juniper. So it's a Raichu with evolutions. Double Color's Energy. Okay, so this is going to be knockout turn 2 for my opponent for sure. So probably I will just stick with attaching Bursting Balloon on my Froakie and Ultra Balling another Froakie and attaching energy to another Froakie on the bench. So 2 Pikachus, 1 Eevee, and a Trainer's Mail. So let's see what he can find here with a Trainer's Mail. Okay, Ultra Ball, not bad. So looking forward to see what he will discard. So, oh, Special Charge and Lysander. It's not good when you discard Special Charge on your turn 1. I can definitely tell you that. But with a Dowsing Machine, you can actually play back that Special Charge. So it's not that bad, I guess. Of course, if you play Dowsing Machine as an Ace Pack in Expanded. So with Expanded format, you can also play that Dowsing Machines, and there is even Yanma, so probably even Yanmega. So Yanmega can hit for free. That's pretty rational explanated, and I really like that. Oh, there's even Zoroark, so he have multiple evolutions right here, and also this is going to be very interesting. So I'm going to put that Rough Seas in play just because I'm looking to play my Juniper right here all night long. Unfortunately, I'm going to discard my one Greninja Break, but I have that Sacred Ash ×1. Another one is priced. So right now, the main focus is going to be to get somehow that very important. Okay, another Ultra Ball for the next turn. A very important Battle Compressor, so I can discard some resources that I actually don't need. Unfortunately, I didn't hit the head, so Pikachu is not paralyzed. So at least for the next turn I can Ultra Ball for Frogadier, play my Water Energy from hand, and basically use my Water Duplicate for up to 3 more Frogadiers. And there is Raichu and 1 energy on the Zorua. He even managed to find that Sycamore for 7. And the biggest question is, will he take a risk right here by knocking out my Froakie and taking 6 damage counters back on the Raichu? Probably. You don't have nothing to lose. We are exchanging price for price each turn, so he can definitely do that. So he decided to promote a Yanmega, and Assault Beam will be 240. It's going to be enough for the knockout, but at least he'll take 6 damage counters back. So Froakie for the active spot. Oh, very nice. There is a Talonflame, so I'm really looking forward to discard it. I will also discard 1 Water Energy, just to have those Water Energies for later, so I can actually use them. So I can actually use those energies with the Fisherman. So there we go with a N, and this is gonna be N for 6. There is also a Dive Ball and very important Battle Compressor. So let's first go with a Dive Ball for 1 more Froakie. Just because I have Juniper in my hand, that's the reason why I actually want to go with a Dive Ball for Froakie. Then I will go with my Battle Compressor, so I can discard 2 Talonflames, and how many V-Seekers I have left? 2 of them, and also Fisherman. And of course I can attach my Bursting Balloon and use my water duplicates for 2 more Frogadiers so I can put them onto my bench. And this is very important right now. I have that Bursting Balloon which will help me to knock out my opponent, the Mega, in case he actually wants to attack. And I'm going to get rid of his Mega so I can take 1 prize. And with Greninja I can take 2nd prize, but I really need to set up my Greninja breaks as fast as I can. Also I need to find that Sacred Ash as fast as I can. So he just decided to retreat on the Raichu. So looks like those Giant Water Shurikens and Water Shurikens are gonna hit for multiple knockouts right there. So being able actually to hit for something like a Water Shuriken on the next turn is definitely going to be good, because I'm going to be able to knock out his Raichu from the active position if he actually decides to attack my Frogadier and take 6 damage and put 6 damage counters back on him. So it's really very hard to say if he will do that. But of course, for Water Shuriken, I need 4 cards. I need 2 Water Energies, Water Shuriken Greninja, and just a regular Greninja without abilities. So will I be able to find those 4 cards with the Juniper? Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. It's very hard to say, but I hope I can do that. Well, there is a Water Energy, which is definitely going to be attached to my Frogadier, and this is going to be Juniper for 7. Okay, so I managed to get everything that I was looking for. So this is going to be a Dive Ball. There we go. Very nice. So this is going to be a Water Shuriken, 3 damage counters on that Raichu, so he's knocked out. I can take 1 extra prize. Let's see what I can get from the prize. Frogadier is going to be the best thing. And it's Splash Energy. Okay, even that is not bad. Even that is not bad. So which Pokemon he will put in the active spot? I'm very curious to see that. So he decided to go with a Zoroark. So I'm going to put my Bursting Balloon. And I will go with my Moonlight Slash. There we go. So for the next turn, I have that Greninja break, which is going to be very important. So with my Greninja break in play, I can use Giant Water Shuriken plus Water Shuriken, so I can knock out his Mega on the bench, and I can also knock out his Zoroark, so I can take 2 prize cards, and then I can maybe even knock out somehow his Raichu. Actually, I cannot, because I don't have that Greninja. I will not have that Greninja with Moonlight Slash in play, but who knows. There we go with a Anon. So Zoroark right now cannot hit for too much. It can hit maximum for 70, and he will knock out himself. So the best thing would be for my opponent that he actually promoted his Yanmega in the active spot. I don't know why he didn't do that, because with Yanmega he would be able to knock out my Greninja, exchange prize for prize, and maybe just promote something like Eevee or maybe even better Flareon in the active spot. So he just decided to pass us his turn. So I'm kind of surprised right there, because this is actually going to be a very big play for me. I'm going to use my Sacred Ash so I can recycle back my Greninjas. And of course, I'm going to use my Giant Water Shuriken, so I'm going to knock out his Mega on the bench, which means that I will take 1 prize, and that prize is gonna be a Frogadier, not bad. So I need to get also a few more energies, so getting Fisherman is pretty reasonable. So take Fisherman and 5 energies and 4 energies actually back into your hand. Use that Water Shuriken, put 3 damage counters on your opponent's Zoroark, so Bursting Balloon is not going to be effective. His Zoroark is knocked out. I can take 1 more prize, and then I can still hit for like 80 or 40 or 60 or how many damage counters I really want. But there is even 1 more Dive Ball, so I can even grab another Greninja break. Since I already attached energy, I can only retreat and knock out his Eevee on the bench. And to be honest, I can definitely do that. So I'm going to use my John Water Shuriken, knock out his Eevee on the bench, basically get one more prize right here, and that was the biggest play I actually had with this deck so far. So there we go, so many prize cards taken. Even if he can find that double Course Energy, his Raichu is not going to be able to hit for more like 20 damage, which is just nothing, I guess. So those low HP Pokemons are actually very, very weak on those Greninja breaks. So I actually managed to, yeah. Well, actually, that's Greninja break, I guess. So he's not a bad player. I mean, if you play against Greninja break with the low HP deck, probably you're not gonna get nice time playing it. So there's level ball for Pikachu, which means that I can use John Water Shuriken and knock out his Pikachu for one prize. And I think I have this game on the next turn, probably. And there is Wally for Raichu. Still, I can knock out even Raichu. Not a big deal. I have that Water Shuriken Greninja in the active spot. So it's my turn. Let's just do simply Water Shuriken, 3 damage counters on his Raichu. Let's go with a John Water Shuriken, 6 damage counters on his Raichu. And right now you can see why Greninja Break is 15 bucks. It's very, very strong card. Very strong card. It worth every penny in my opinion. And of course, I can pay 1 energy to be able to retreat. And after I retreat, I can use my V-Seeker for that Fisherman. So I can easily, with the Fisherman, recycle 4 energies back, and I can pretty much use another John Water Shuriken, put 6 damage counters on his Raichu, and basically I can just use my Moonlight Slash and basically hit for 60 more damage and knock out his Raichu, and that's pretty much it, guys. It's a GG. So once again, you see why Greninja is so expensive and so good, especially in the expanded format. Okay, so let's go first. If I can go first, I always go first. So there are 2 Froakies sitting in my hand and no sign of the Talonflame, but at least 2 Froakies. That means that probably I'm going to be able to use turn 2 my Frogadier. So on the other side, it's Vespiquen Vileplume. Let's go with the N. Of course, I want to take as many item cards right here as I can. Well, Bursting Balloon might help me actually to prevent my opponent, Vespiquen, from attacking me. And so far, I guess pretty decent start. I have that Juniper in my hand, which means that I can go for 7 new cards. I can probably get that Frogadier, so I can just evolve, maybe get energy, and basically use that water duplicates for 3 more Frogadiers in theory and put them onto my bench. There is 1 Acrobike and 1 Trainer's Mail for my opponent, and there is Pokemon Communication. Alright, so you can see everything in expanded format. Expanded is from the black and white up to the Steam Siege, so there are more than, I think, 25 expansions, more than 3,000 cards, so you can definitely build everything. So this was a Pokemon Communication for a Combi, and this is going to be, of course he traded that Shin for the Combi, and this is going to be Trainer's Mail for the Muscle Band. So I guess he's not going to need more than like 5 Pokemons in his discard pile with the Muscle Band to be able to one-hit knock out my Greninja Break. There we go with a setup. So this is going to be set up for 5 extra cards. He still can take that 1 extra with the Firewall Leather Unknown on his bench. And there is Bell Compressor. Of course, with the Bell Compressor, he can definitely discard Vileplume line, and with the Revitalizer, he can easily get them and put into his hand. So there is a Acrobike number 2. Firewall Leather. So very interesting thing is that he actually decided to discard Force to the Giant Plant. So that means probably that he already had 1 Force to the Giant Plant sitting in his hand, but he still didn't play it, I guess. Or maybe he don't have. It's very hard to say. But so far, this is definitely look very sad for my opponent because there is no Force of the Giant Plant, there is no Violet Plume. Okay, so right now we see that Glum and Force of the Giant Plant. 6 Pokemon in his discard pile, and even Vespiquen, and even Wild Plume, which means that we cannot play any more trainer cards, only supporter cards, 160, and he will take 30 damage, 60 damage from that Bursting Balloon, which means that I only have one Froakie in play, but I really need to get just a Frogadier. Oh, Juniper instead of the Rough Seas in play. Oh, what a misclick that was. Okay, never mind. Let's go right now with the Rough Seas, and all I can really do is just the water duplicates for a single. Oh my gosh, a single Frogadier? You gotta be kidding me! This is not good. A single Frogadier, which means that one of my Frogadiers are prized, and he can use just a Beer Revenge for the knockout. That means only one thing: that I need to find my Greninja and knock out his Vespiquen, and he will need to find 2 cards, Vespiquens and a double Color's Energy. And this is pretty much going to be GG. So I guess I don't have another option than go with my Juniper for 7. Getting that Greninja in play is just going to give me that knockout. It's going to be 50 with the Mist Slash, so it's enough for the knockout. So let's see if my opponent can actually get that. Basically with... Oh, right now I managed to find that Frogadier. So he decided to pull a Violet Plume in the active spot. Unfortunately, there is a double Core's Energy, but on the Shaman, so I guess he can try. To Sky Return and promote Violet Plume in the active spot. So I really need to top deck Water Energy so I can Water Shriek in his combi on the bench. So there is a Greninja Break, and this is going to be Splash Energy attachment and for 5 new cards. So really looking forward for that regular Water Energy, and there we go. Luckily, I managed to get that Water Energy, so this is going to be big. John Water Shuriken, 6 damage on his combi on the bench. Mainly he does not have right now that Pokemon for attack, and I'm really looking for another Froakie. No sign of the Froakie, so another Mist Slash for 50. 2 combis in his discard pile. Hopefully he's not going to be able to find Vespiquen and a double Core's Energy on his turn. So there is a Shaman for 2. So set up 2 cards. How many energies I have in my discard pile? Oh, there's a Spinner. Okay, I have 3 energies in the discard pile. And there's another double Core's Energy on the Shaman. So probably he will try to Sky Return again and promote this time probably Spinner in the active spot. I'll expect to see something like that, but no, he just decided to give me a Violet Plume. I don't have another option to go with my Juniper. Do I have another Secret Ash? Yes, I do have it in my deck. Need Water Energy right here so I can use my... not a Splash Energy. Not a Splash Energy. So let's go with another Mist Slash for 50. And really bad position for me right here. Still not over, but there's another Shaman. Unfortunately, this time for 0, and this one will be for 1 card. So at least he have double Core's Energy, so he can try to Sky Return again, hitting for 30. Unfortunately, this is not going to give him anything good. So I can always heal with my Rough Seas. There we go. Oh, what a top deck. A Froakie. A Froakie is a top deck. I guess I can try to retreat right here, taking a big risk, flipping a coin and getting trying to paralyze my opponent, but I think I will not looking forward to actually knock out his Violet Plume. I will just take risk and pass the turn, so if he does not have supporter card to draw, he's not going to be able to play item cards, where I can actually next turn set up my Frogadier in play, which is going to be very important to set up another Greninja in play. And after I can set up another Greninja, I can definitely try to attack him. So he probably managed to get just Force of the Giant Plants, and right now he can Sky Return again. So there we go, another Sky Return. This time I'm not going to be able to scrap the damage off. And I'm still looking for that Secret Ash. There's just a BSC for... have Greninja for the next turn. Maybe I can take the risk right here, but still I don't have that very important Secret Dash. So I might just... Probably he does not have... I can't never know. I think I will pass turn for one more turn right here, just to set up another Greninja in play. If he have those item cards like Trainer's Mails, Ultra Balls, stuff like that, he can easily play them and basically got victory right here. So I really need to be very smart. So really looking for another energy maybe so I can use John Water Shuriken right here. But at least, as you can see, I can have that Greninja, very important Greninja right here with the Shadow Snitching. So I'm looking forward right now, exactly right now, to retreat on my Greninja. There we go. And right now I will use my Moonlight Slash actually, and this is going to be a Moonlight Slash. No. Let's go with the Shadow. No, I was looking forward to use my okay, never mind. The Shadow Snitching and stay with my energy on my Greninja. Okay, never mind. Actually, if he can knock me out right now, I will just at least preserve my Greninja because I have a Splash Energy. At the end, it's not that bad. So there is a level ball probably for the Combi. And there we go with the Combi, but at least without Flowstone, he's not going to be able to retreat. Where on the other side, I can easily John Water Shuriken and knock out his Combi, maybe even Westbrookman on the bench. With 2 energies, I can definitely do that. I do have Fisherman, I think. Yes, I have Fisherman. Not bad, not bad. Actually, at the end, this ended up pretty good for me, to be honest. So I can knock out with 2 John Water Shuriken, and Water Shuriken his Westbrookman on the bench. So somehow, with very bad draw from my opponent, I even getting advantage right here in this game. And there's an Acrobike, 1 unknown discarded, and there's a big Flowstone. This is the big Flowstone right here. This is gonna be very big flow. This is gonna be very big play right here. But still, I can knock out his Combi, even Westbrookman, for the next turn. So there is even Battle Compressor. Of course, he's really looking forward to discard the cards he really don't need. But the question is, where is the last Combi? Can he maybe get access with Revitalizer on another Combi and Westbrookman line? Probably. So there is a Shaymin X for 2 more extra cards. I'm down to 3 prize cards, which means that I only need to take 3 more prizes. Those Splash Energies are definitely going to be big plays right here. So there is one, Ultra Ball, and he just decided to discard that a double Chorus Energy, so I wouldn't be surprised to see something like a Special Charge played for my opponent. So still waiting to see what he's going to do. Okay, so there is a Oddish. What? A Scoop Up Cyclone? Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me. Is this gonna be another Vileplume? So he's down to 7 cards. He's still digging for a lot of resources like a Westbrookman. Westbrookman is the best thing he can get right now to get the knockout against my Greninja, but luckily I'm going to put a full evolution line back into my hand. So there's another Acrobike, and oh, he discarded another Westbrookman right here. And there's an Ultra Ball, probably for another Combi or maybe even Glum for the Vileplume, who knows. Oh, there's actually a Glum. So he probably have that Vileplume sitting in his hand, but I think this is definitely gonna be a GG because I do have that Water Energy sitting in my hand, which is gonna be very important. So there's a big B revenge for 340, meaning that he has 15 Pokemon in his discard pile, because B revenge does 20 plus 10 more for each Pokemon in your opponent discard pile. And I'm going to put another Froakie on my bench, of course Frogadier, and this is gonna be a missed Water Shuriken. Oh no, this should be just a John Water Shuriken, but never mind. Water Shuriken is going to be down to the Shaymin. I totally forget this is the one with the Water Shuriken. And let's go with a John Water Shuriken on the Westbrookman in the active. And I'm going to hit with the Mist Slash 450. And this will give me a knockout on his Westbrookman. So he really needs to find a way to knock out my Greninja, but no, he just decided to quit because no other combis, so I managed to win the game. Crazy, crazy game right here. Oh my gosh. Once again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more future videos if you enjoy watching this video. So that was pretty much it. That was my Greninja break list for the expanded format. I hope you enjoy watching it. Till the next time, have a nice day and goodbye.